Hi guys, it's Bobby from Ragged Poet, and people have been missing my videos apparently, so I decided to do a quick, I've got to do a bigger video because I've got a few things I want to share, but this is the British tag, which I found about from Simon of Two Spirit, and nobody here did a, was it an expat tag, a New Zealand expat tag, or I can't remember the exact name of it anyway. Lots of people have done a British tag, and as you know, I am British to the core. So I thought I'd start off by saying, what does it mean? What does it mean to me to be British, or should I say British? It means, in just a few words, it means being passionate. It means being kind of that keep going attitude, just keep going regardless, you know, that staunch, you know, British, just stick with it, mate, and don't give up. I don't think any other country in the world's got that like we do. It means being blamed for everything that ever happened in the history of the world and carrying it on your shoulders, even though most of it had sweet FA to do with us. But really, it just means that keep going, that, you know, I can't remember the word for it, but it's not really the stiff upper lip, although that's part of it. Oh, and the humour. No one in the world can laugh at themselves like the Brits, and no one has that comedy, that gift for comedy like we do, you know. I mean, all of the great things came from Britain, didn't they? Fawlty Towers and Black Books and all of those things, yeah. So yeah, being British, I'm very proud to be British, and I'll always be British, and that's just a little bit of what it means to me. So the questions on this tag are, how many cups of tea do you drink a day, and how many sugars? Well, I used to drink a lot more. I probably drink about 6, mostly just plain black. We call it gumboot in New Zealand, but over there it's just like PG tips, just standard Yorkshire tea, which is strong. I like strong tea and I like black tea. I don't drink milk at all, not even vegan milk in tea. And I don't have sugar, so yeah. And the second question was, which part of a roast dinner do you love the most, or would you miss the most? The vegetables, because that's all I eat. I've never eaten a roast dinner, but Simon mentioned Yorkshire pudding, and oh my god, I love Yorkshire pudding. I haven't found a vegan version of it yet that really works. I've tried a few, but my sister makes the best Yorkshires in the world, but they do have eggs in, so I don't eat them. But I've got some new vegan egg substitutes. So I'm going to try and make a vegan Yorkshire pudding, but they are just the bee's knees and the duck's bum. So, but Brussels sprouts too. Yeah, Brussels sprouts. Not everyone has them on their roast, but I like Brussels sprouts. Okay, roast dinner. And what was the next one? It was favourite Dunkin' biscuit. Well, McVitie's used to have a vegan plain chocolate biscuit, which that would have been that one, but then they de-veganised it through some sheer idiocy. But now they do have a new one which I haven't tried. It's a dark chocolate chip hobnob, which again I think Simon talked about. These lovely crumbly, oh, they're yum, but they soak up the tea. So a dark chocolate chip hobnob McVitie's vegan would be very, very nice. So that's the biscuit. I'm trying to read these questions. I've scribbled them on actually a tea box, a tea packet. What's my favourite British word? Gobsmacked. I love it. You know, shocked, amazed, but I love gobsmacked. You know, you're so stunned, you're just gobsmacked, which kind of means you're lost for words, like you've been hit in the mouth or something. It sounds a bit strange, but if you say I'm gobsmacked, it means you don't know what to say. I suppose it could be a bad thing as well, but mainly it's a good thing. And the other thing, I do like you know, jolly good, what, and all that kind of thing. But gobsmacked, and Simon's A up my duck. I like duck, people being called duck, which they do from up north. My favourite slang, Cockney rhyming slang, which I love Cockney rhyming slang, so very poetic. But they never use the rhyming half of the word. That was just like a kind of mnemonic to make you learn the slang, and that used to be kind of a secret language, I think, to stop the cops and everyone know what they were talking about. So like, you know, they just use the first part of the word. So like my favourite ones are bread for money. Got any bread, mate? Like for bread and honey, money. So they use the word bread for money. And my other favourite one is me old China, which is China plate, mate. So they're my two favourite Cockney rhyming slangs. Me old China. What would I call my pub? Well, the Winter Arms, the Ice Bucket, the Moon and Goat. I think that's got a quite nice ring to it. And the sign would have a big, cold, icy moon and a goat in the snow. That would be a cool name for a pub. And the last question is, what British song comes to mind? Well, apart from, you know, ones like that my great aunts, the people who brought us up, used to sing, like, my old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Do 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 do, and your old cockle in it. That'll do that one. But one that really comes into my mind, which is a kind of one of my era, is Merry Christmas Everybody by Slade. Because me and my sister used to wake up on Christmas morning in bed, and one year she loved Slade, and she got this Slade album, and I can still, every time I think of our childhood and that song, you know, so here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. That really makes me think of England and times as a child, and they're a very British band, and I used to wear Union Jacks a lot. And the other song would be a David Essex song, because he had such an amazing Cockney accent, like, you know, hold me close, don't let me go, oh no, you and me, with your love light shining, every cloud's got a silver lining. Again, forgive my singing, but that's my favourite. Those are my British songs. So there we go, in under 8 minutes, Bobby and her British tag. Oh, and this is my British mug and my British blanket, because I can't go anywhere without my Blighty. And my good old British Blighty Mite, which we're not allowed to call Marmite over here. So on that note, we'll say bye-bye.